Good morning. Good morning. I want to test out my volume really quickly and make sure I can be heard. Good morning. Good morning. I want to test out. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? It is your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva. Let me introduce myself really, really quickly before we get into this lesson. I am a brand strategist organizer. So, what does that mean? That just simply means that I organize businesses and I help businesses map out their strategies for running their businesses more effectively, getting started. So I'm really, really great with new businesses to help you figure out what are those first steps that you take, right? And I'm really, really good for with existing businesses who are struggling with organizing their existing systems because everybody needs to revamp their systems. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. I am a serial entrepreneur, which means I have several businesses. I'm a speaker. I am an author, a number one best-selling author, and I am in here talking about Pinterest because I'm also a Pinterest expert. So let's get into it. So today we are going to talk about that unspoken hidden jewel of Pinterest and how it can help you to build your email list. So I have been in the feeds, listening to the messages, watching your posts, and most entrepreneurs, what their number one issue is, what I'm hearing you say, okay? What I'm hearing you type out is that you need more ideal clients. You need a way to reach clients that want the goods that you offer. Like that's who you want. And so I'm here to tell you that absolutely Pinterest can do that for you. I'm here to tell you that absolutely you probably never heard of Pinterest in that way. And I'm here to say absolutely. I'm here today to tell you the tea about how Pinterest can help you grow your business. So let's dial back a little bit, okay? Let's dial back just slightly and talk about the crux of why we are, as business owners, in business, right? Because I think that gets lost in the sauce sometimes. And I think that sometimes people don't realize that your initial reason for starting a business, 9 times out of 10, was to solve a problem. And it may even have been a problem that you had. Okay. It may have been your own problem that you had, and you solved it for yourself and said, oh, I can replicate this and solve this for others. Right. So let's get into that. Right. Let's talk about that because when we go back to the initial reason why we are in business, then the business becomes 10 times clearer. We get lost in the whole sauce of advertising, getting new customers, generating more revenue, being seen, getting on more platforms. We get lost in all of that space. I call it the fluff space, right? However, if you go back to the initial reason why you decided that you wanted to start this business, whether it was a product, okay, whether it was a service, okay, whatever it was, whether it was a tell all book, a how to book, right? hmm Yeah. Maybe it was an online course, right? Whatever the initial reason was, that's what you need to go back to because that's how Pinterest works. Because whatever that problem was that you had in the world that you solved like that, there are millions of people on Pinterest And some of them are looking for that answer, that answer. So I wanted to bring it all the way down, like all the way down to like the bare basics, like the foundation of why we're in business for ourselves, right? Because if you go back to that one initial reason why, you go back to that one reason why, then you have already solved 80% of your success on Pinterest. Like you've mapped it out. You already are crystal clear. You are on it. Okay. You are smoking. So let's get into this Pinterest. Pinterest is the third largest search engine. Let me say that again because I think some of you missed it. So let me tell you one more time. Pinterest is the third largest search engine. So that is behind Google, which is number one, right? Or maybe I should use this finger. Number one. And then YouTube is number two. And Pinterest is number three, right? It's a search engine, which means people are already on Pinterest searching for the answers to the issues and the problems that they have. They are looking for solutions to those problems that they have because it's a search engine. And that's what we do. We go on Google to find out how to do something, right? We go on YouTube for the video of how to or more information on, right? Because we want to be informed. So if you remember, number one reason why you got into business, let's connect the dots. You go back to the number one reason of why you got into business, which was to solve this problem or this pain point, and you did it for yourself. And now you want to replicate that for others. When you stay focused on the goal of why you got into business, then you can replicate that for others on this search engine. Okay. Now, Pinterest, a lot of people think it's owned by Google. It's a myth. So let me dispel that. It isn't. But what I will tell you is in the life of this pandemic, Pinterest has grown, just like everything else online, right? So because Pinterest has grown to 400 million monthly users, okay? Monthly users, okay? I'm sure, how would you like to know if there were just 10%? 10%. Well, how would you like to know if there was just 1% of those 400 million monthly users that were checking for you? If that's you right now, right? If you would like to at least have at least 1% of those 400 monthly users, all right? Type 1% in the comments, right? Be a 1%er. This is when it's okay for you to be a 1%er and excel, right? Because you don't have to be everything to all 400 million. You just have to be everything to 1%. This is when being a 1%er is going to knock you out of the ballpark, right? So the way Pinterest works is it's a search engine. You have clients that come to Pinterest. They want to know how to find the answers and solve the problems that they're having, right? And we all want quick and we want fast information. We want immediate solutions, right? And so Pinterest gives that to us in an entertaining way. So a lot of people get caught up on the Pinterest life because when it comes to the Pinterest life, okay, you're thinking about recipes, right? You want to put like colors and you want to put like little boards together with like clothes and things like that, right? And so what I'm imploring you to do, good morning, Crystal. Crystal said 1%, honey. She said, yeah, Crystal said yeah. 1% of 4 million, yeah. 1% pulling your information into those cute little boards that Pinterest has put together, right? So let's get into it. Right? When you, as a business, have structured your pins perfectly, and I want to say that because they have to be structured perfectly to catch your ideal client's attention. Because remember, we live in a fast-paced world. Our ideal clients are moving. They need information. They're looking for it quick, fast, and in a hurry, right? So your message has to be clear and concise. And it also has to be simple. Yeah, simple. Because you want to catch their attention. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to why we got into business, like why we put this service together, why we put this course together. Why did we put this product together in the first place, right? What was the problem that we were solving, right? We have to be so crystal clear in that, wrapped up in the solution that it brings, right? And in order to do that, you have to be also very clear about who and what you serve, meaning who and what you serve is not all 400 million. I know sometimes we want it to be, baby, but it can't be. It cannot be all 400 million, right? You have to figure out of that 400 million monthly users, right? And last month I got 17,000 of them. I had 17,000 monthly views on my Pinterest account for my handmade body butters and oils that you can also use universally on your hair. So when you're very clear about that audience and who you serve, it will be very easy for that tribe, for that ideal client to come to you instead of you chasing your ideal clients around like a crab in a barrel. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm tired of chasing. And in the beginning, we get so caught up in the sauce of getting clients and making sales, we chase, right? But it's like in a relationship, okay? Think about like that girl or that boy, that first girl or that first boy that you like, right? And you really like them. Now, if you were kind of like, sitting in a cut checking them out, right? Then you got to see exactly what they were all about when they did not know you were looking. But then as soon as they knew you were looking, they turned it on, baby. They turned it on. And Pinterest ideal clients are like that. They checking you out. They looking at you. They trying to figure that out when you don't even know they're looking. They're snatching your pins and they're placing them on the boards. And those pins sitting side by side, right? Tell a story about who and what you are as a brand and as a business. It is the most important, crucial way in order for you to stand out as not only a brand and a business, but an expert. And also to make sure that you're very, very clear about your branding, about what you deliver, about what products you solve. Because remember, they're snatching your pins, which are equal to posts on Pinterest if you're not on Pinterest. And they're creating a board where all of these pins are side by side, stacked together in a little puzzle, right? And the puzzle tells the story and solves the mystery of who you are and what you are, who you serve and how you serve them. That's it. It's a visual platform. If you are not on business Pinterest, you are not even in the running. The 400 million monthly users don't even know you exist. They don't even know you're there. Okay. So the number one thing you have to do is you have to be on Pinterest. It's number one, right? And number two, you've got to show up correct, because if not, they will swipe to the next pin, right? To the next pin. So really, really quickly, because Pinterest is a search engine, right? We've got Google as number one. We have YouTube as number two. And then we have Pinterest, right? And I know that we all want Google rankings. We want, when people search for us and the things that we do and the problems that we solve, we want our businesses, our products, and our services to just, spiral on up to the top, right? We want them to rise to the top like a phoenix, honey, okay? So this is how we're going to use Pinterest to be able to do that. When you go to Google, I want you to just, in fact, everybody go to Google, because I already know everybody wants their businesses to search at the top rankings on Google. So everybody type Google, because this is like our little Google prayers that we're saying to ourselves, right? So I want you to give yourself a little Google prayer real quick and type in Google in the comments, right? Let me know you watching. Even those replayers, type in Google, all right? So that I know that we are all praying together for the Google gods to rain upon us and rise our products and services to the top of the rankings like a phoenix from the ashes. That's what we did. We did a little prayer for you. I did that, right? Ebony said Google. I know that's right, Ebony. Melody said Google. Yes, honey. We want, Latrice said Google, because we just put that out there and we are all going to rise. Let me show you how we're going to rise. We're going to build these Pinterest accounts, right? These business Pinterest accounts, so that you can use those analytics to be more strategic, right? And how we're pinning and what our audience is looking for, right? Then we're going to create smart pins, smart, rich pins, right? So you can Google rich pins, but we're going to create smart, rich pins, all right? We're going to use the SMART method. We're going to be very specific in what we do, right? Right? And we're also going to be very meticulous about what we do, right? We're going to make our products and services obtainable for every one of those 400 monthly users that so chooses to. We're going to make our products and services relative to their pain points, their problems, relative to what they're searching for. And we're going to make our pins timely. We're going to deliver, and we're going to deliver in either a timely manner, or we're going to direct them to a specific place. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to measure all of this. I missed my M. I lost it for a second when I was going. We're going to measure it. That's the M in SMART, by using our analytics. And I know business owners, we get a little skeptical about analytics, and we're going to go through all of that as well. I got you. Don't worry about it. When you do that, you will rise not only in the Google rankings, but I'm going to show you how you can do it on YouTube as well. YouTube. Because remember, they work together. They work together. So when you Google, at the top, you're going to see images, right? Images. Where do you think Google gets those images from? Now, they get them from a plethora of places, right? Plethora. You can even see, like, I can even see my images on Facebook and YouTube popping up on Google, right? But don't you think that an image on the third largest search engine will show up quicker because it is a search engine? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you had your pick to post and put all your energy into a platform, a social media platform that maybe you're struggling with. Maybe it's a lot of work for you. Maybe you're not seeing the success with just on these regular social media platforms. If you're not getting where you want to get, you're not finding those ideal clients, or those ideal clients, more importantly, are not finding you, don't you think it would be more advantageous of your business and your brand to go to the search engine, the mecca of where people search for things? And then once you post your pin, which is an image, right, on Pinterest, not only is it going to rise in the individual Pinterest search engine, it will also rise on the Google search engine, because these search engines are connected, like the trifecta. And why? Because your ideal client is on them searching, and they're searching for the same things on all platforms. If they're searching for a problem, they're looking for it in any place they can find it, that they think they will find the results. That is who and what they are. So at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you this: if you are not pinning strategic, smart, rich pins on Pinterest, you are you're missing the mark. Now, on all platforms, and this is all platforms, video is king. We know video is king, right? Video is king. Type in video is king if you, one, love to post video. If video is your jam, I want you to post video in the comments, all right? Even my replayers. If video makes you nervous, okay, makes you nervous, I want you to type nervous in the comments, because video makes me nervous, and I love video, but just initially there's a little bit of the butterflies that gets into it, right? And every now and then I even talk myself out of doing a video. So it's okay. Type nervous, because I am going to show you how to do videos in a smart way that is not only help you rise to the top of Pinterest, which is the third largest search engine, we're also going to connect that to Google. Because remember, we just typed in Google, right? And at the top next to images, what's a couple of more links later? Video. And if video is connecting on there, guess where else it's connecting? On the second largest search engine. Yeah, YouTube. So I'm going to show you how you can use your Pinterest pins to connect to all three, because at the end of the day, you want to meet your ideal clients where they are, right? Not where you want them to be. So if you're on Facebook, but they're not on Facebook, it doesn't work, right? If you're on Instagram, but your clients are not on Instagram searching for answers to their solutions, it's not going to work. You got to be where they are, and you got to be where they're searching, right? Ebony, I'm going to help you with that nervousness. I'm going to help you with that nervousness. You're going to get excited about video. So I hope that, let me recap, I'm connecting the dots about these three large search engines. And how we're able to use these search engines to move up all three of the search engine ranks collectively with one pin, one smart, rich pin. And I'm going to tie it all up to that email list building by just simply saying, you get to direct people where you want them to go. I'm going to say that again, because y'all didn't hear it. You get to tell people where you want them to go. You do not need a link tree. Remember, we are going to be very specific in where we take them. And you don't need 10,000 followers like you do on Instagram for your post to be able to click or swipe up or all of that, right? None of that. You can go in as a brand new Pinterest business account and you can set up a pin and direct them to your book, okay, to your freebie, to your website, to your product, to your course, to your blog. You see what I'm saying? You get to send them wherever. But as a business owner, I know we all have freebies. We all have offers that we deliver, right? And so you also get to direct them to that freebie that when they click on that pin and they're intrigued and they want more information, we send them to the freebie, they put in their email account, you snatch up that email address, and you're building a tribe of people who actually want what you have to offer. They actually want it. Those are your ideal clients. You're not chasing crabs in a barrel. You put yourself out there and said, hey, I got the solution to your problem. It looks like this. And the client said, oh, really? Let me find out more. Who wants their ideal clients to come to them? Who wants to be a magnet for their ideal clients to come to them? All right. Who wants to stop chasing ideal clients or chasing people who are not your ideal client, right? Because that's what we do. We spend time chasing people who aren't really for us, but we try to make them for us, right? So many amazing things about Pinterest. I have an amazing freebie for you. If you look in the comments, you will see that there are 3 links. So I have placed 3 links for you, right? Because I wanted to give you all the goods, all the goods. I have a Pinterest course that is, Latrice has already scheduled her complimentary session. I haven't even gotten it out my mouth yet. Yes, Latrice, I can't wait to work with you, baby. We're going to map out what your business is actually shooting for, those goals, and how Pinterest can add value to that goal, right? Thank you. So I have a course that starts on August 27th. August 27th. And we are going to go into the weeds of Pinterest. Now, the good thing about Pinterest is it's a free platform. So once you learn all the things that you need to know about Pinterest, which we will do in my perfect Pinterest blueprint course, you're golden. You're going to walk away with a workbook and you're going to be amazing, right? Then I also have a link for you to click on to schedule a complimentary session like Latrice just did. It's a 30-minute session. It's free to you. And then my third freebie is if you're interested in Pinterest, but you don't really know, right? If Pinterest is for you, I'm going to need you to take the Pinterest quiz by going to bit.ly/Y Pinterest. And it's a capital Y. It is a 10-question quiz, quick, fast, yes, no check, take you like maybe 90 seconds. And I want you to figure out in this quiz if Pinterest is for you. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen. When you take the quiz, I'm going to give you a $50 coupon off the online course. Right? When you schedule a session, I'm going to give you a $50 coupon off the course, right? Because I want you in this course. I'm only taking 10 people. That's it. Why? Because included in the course is a 1-hour coaching session with me to look at your Pinterest boards and your pins after we get started and really start to map out and dig in the weeds on how to perfect that thing. So I want you to click on these links, right? I want you to get those 2 opportunities to get that 50% coupon. I want you to sign up for that free complimentary session. And I want you to take that Pinterest quiz. And then I'm going to give you $50 and I'm going to see you inside. Oh, and the golden nugget is, if you're not an author, because I know a lot of us aren't, I'm going to show you how you can become an author using video and create 10 streams of ideal client opportunities. That's it. I gotta go. My time is up. I'm your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, and you can connect with me on any of the links that are attached in the description. I can't wait to work for you. Let's get this Pinterest party started. All right. Have an amazing day.